So hello comrades, how are you doing? I'm JJ's wife and I'm taking over this channel for one video. Welcome to final top 10 biggest creatures in Subnautica. We cannot thank you enough for your support on all of We cannot thank you enough for the support on all of top 10 videos. On first video we got 6,000 and on second one 61,000 likes. Again, we are not asking for more, but if at any point of this video you will find it entertaining, you are always welcome to leave a like. As always, this video will contain a lot of story spoilers, so please be advised. And without further hesitation, let's start our top 10 video!
That was amazing and I'm so happy for this intro. Thank you to my beautiful wife and let's continue with the video. Number 10 goes to Ghost and Crimson Race. You will encounter these creatures later in the game in the Lost River and inactive and active lava zones. Don't be alarmed, they are passive creatures. And thank God, because they are huge. To see how big this creature actually is, here is a size comparison with a diver. Blue, the ghost rays have transparent bioluminescent body. Red ones have really awkward looking pair of eyes in the front. Number 10, Ghost and Crimson Race. Number 9, Shocker. Amp eel. Aggressive deep water creatures with a shocking ability to shock you. Yes, I know, this joke will never get old. Huge segmented body. Yes, he was pumping his muscles in underwater Leviathan gym. With bioluminescent glow, electric current generating arcs at each segment. It might look not that huge, but if you make a size comparison with a diver, you will understand that it is best not to come near this creature. 2 bite attacks and 1 shock equals you're dead. Now I don't understand how we can actually withstand even 1 bite attack. Just look at that huge mouth. Blood kelp and bulb zones you should avoid if you don't want to meet up with the shocker right away. And if you cannot avoid these biomes, then I suggest grabbing a stasis rifle to immobilize them. Number 9, biggest shock in all of Subnautica, Amp eel. Number 8 takes Crabsquid. As the wiki states, complex deep sea predator. From the first glance he looks funny. Again, Crabsquid, we can see your brains. But don't get too excited just yet, he is one of the deadliest predators out there. There's a reason, he is one of the biggest creatures in Subnautica. If you thought you can easily maneuver past him with a sea moth, well, if you are fast enough, then maybe. But there is a high chance you will be EMP blasted in the face. Now, what this leads to? All electronic devices shuts down for a limited time. If you are lucky, everything will restart before Crabsquid can attack you, and if not, prepare for some slashing. 20% of damage to the submersibles and up to 40% of damage to players' health. My advice again, the stasis rifle, since you will need to get past him in a very tight spots in Subnautica. Number 8, Crabsquid. Position number 7, Sea Treader. A lot of people forget about this magnificent creature. Yes, we have awesome concept art of the Sea Treader, but that is basically it. There is no major role in Subnautica for a Sea Treader, apart from pooping and walking in circles. Recently, Subnautica devs added defecate animations. It sits down a little bit and releases a huge chunk of poop. Grab it. Now you have your hands full of shit, but you can either put it in a bioreactor or in a crop plot to accelerate plant growth. Apart from looking very strange, these creatures are not hostile, but bear in mind that it will defend itself from you. And by defending, I mean swinging his huge beak, dealing 40% of damage to the player. It is pretty easy to avoid it since it is very slow, but don't forget that the biggest source of poop in Subnautica can quickly become hostile. Number 7, the Sea Treader. Position number 6, Titan floaters. One of the most mysterious creatures in Subnautica. The Titan, or other people refer to them as giant floaters. A lot of people seem to forget about this huge creature capable of holding entire islands on their backs. Yes, they are so big that only few of them can hold entire floating island biome. You will encounter smaller versions of floaters in safe shallows, grassy plateau. Basically, they are doing the same as the giant floaters, but in a small scale, floating small rocks and other debris to the surface. Some people think that these giant purple things are actually plants, which is not true. Maybe they look like flora, but they are giant passive beasts with only one purpose: glue themselves to the island and waste entire day doing nothing. Pretty much like my every single day. Number 6. The Titan floaters. Number 5. Reaper Leviathan. You are not going to believe this. Reaper Leviathan was pushed back to the 5th position on this list. One thing is crazy. At some point of Subnautica's game, this creature was the biggest of them all. Yes, there was a point in Subnautica's lifetime that there was no bigger creature than this, and right now it was pushed into the middle of the list. There is no point to talk about the appearance of this creature. We all very well know what it is. Maybe it's worth mentioning that it got a texture update recently, and now he looks even more detailed. Also, now he has awesome player kill animation when you have less than 80% of your health and Reaper Leviathan catches you off guard. Ton of cool updates for our awesome aggressive predator in Subnautica who grabs position number 5, the Reaper Leviathan. 4. Reefback. Amazing, huge, passive, slow-swimming creatures. Reefbacks. Very similar as Reaper Leviathans, Reefbacks got an update. The only difference, they became bigger. There are 2 types of Reefbacks in the game. One are smaller, juvenile, and of course bigger, the adults. We first got introduced to juvenile Reefbacks, and a little bit later adults were implemented in Subnautica. Right now they don't have any purpose in the game other than emitting awesome sound. Listen. If you hear it, that means you are in Crackfield, Dune, Grassy Plateau, Sparse Reef, Bulb Zone, Mushroom Forest biomes. One important thing to mention: you cannot build a base on a Reefback, even though that would be so cool. To have amazing, constantly moving base in Subnautica. Anyway, Reefback, amazing, passive creature that takes position number 4. Our top 3 starts with a Ghost Leviathan. Finally, we have it in the game. Now, in previous top 10 videos I did include this monster, but we did not have any in-game footage of the Ghost Leviathan. By the way, there was a chance for it to be named Phantom Leviathan. So again, there are 2 Ghost Leviathan type creatures. One juvenile, of course smaller, and the other adult, bigger. Ghost Leviathans are born from the Cove Tree in the Lost River, and it is the first place you will encounter with one. Just be glad it is a juvenile. After some time they are venturing deeper into Subnautica and end up in the void. This is where you will find the biggest Ghost Leviathans. Usually the loud scream will indicate that one is nearby, and I suggest you to run. Well, maybe swim, since it is aggressive. It can seriously damage your submersible or even yourself by dealing 85% of damage. Awesome looking, transparent, bioluminescent body, huge horns and mouth. Yes, this is a Ghost Leviathan, and it takes position number 3 in our list. Number 2. Sea Dragon Leviathan. Biggest aggressive Leviathan class living creature in Subnautica. If you played Subnautica and went into the deepest biomes like inactive or active lava zones, you have already met this beast. It has a huge role in Subnautica's lore. Since you have agreed to watch this video with spoilers, I am going to tell you that this is the creature who started the whole mess in Subnautica. He is to blame that Aurora was shot down, and he is to blame for us trying to survive in planet 4546b. But anyway, Sea Dragon Leviathan recently was made even more aggressive towards the player. What that means? Prepare good, going to Precursor Prison and face your fate. Number 2. A Sea Dragon Leviathan. And finally, number 1. The Sea Emperor. First, let's establish one thing. Sea Emperor is genderless. Yes, I know it laid eggs and has female voice actor, but this was said by the developers and there is no turning back. We have to understand we are not on planet Earth. We are on planet 4546b, and if you are so sure about the genders, then tell me, what is the gender of Ghost Leviathan who has its eggs laid by a goddamn tree? Anyway, Sea Emperor also got a ton of new updates regarding its animations, textures, voice, and depth. Yes, unfortunately, you will witness it collapse in the final stages of Subnautica's game. You are going to encounter with this creature only in one place, the Precursor Prison. But don't worry, it is passive. The biggest living creature of them all in Subnautica game, the Sea Emperor. The process of making this video was absolutely amazing. I had a smile on my face throughout the entire recording. Again, thank you to my awesome wife. I really hope you did enjoy the intro. This is a complete and final list for Subnautica's top 10 biggest creatures. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and as always, I will see you all tomorrow in the next episode. Bye!